The following is a Castwave Studios production.
This is Castwave Studios. I'm Dallas White. I'm here with our special guest, Matt Frewer, which you may know as Big Russ Thompson from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, which is my favorite.
Attaboy. Yes.
That's the one. I've watched all of them. So with approximately 40 years of work, is there one project, from, you have animated series and you have, big movies, and then now you have a series on Netflix. Is there one project that stood out to you that you wish you never...
It's kind of like Sophie's Choice. I have 3 or 4, I think, that are probably my favorites, and if you exclude some, then it feels like you're playing favorites somehow. But I guess 3 or 4. I love playing the White Knight in the miniseries of Alice. Kathy Bates was the Queen of Hearts, and I was the White Knight. And it's a fantastic role because he's funny and sad, and he does the right things for the wrong reasons. Max obviously was great because it was a great kickstart to my career in this country. I came over from England with it, and. Sherlock Holmes, fantastic role because he's the smartest guy in the room, and it's always good to play smart people. I found, it's really fun. It's a bit of a stretch, but it was great, and and I've got something coming out in the summer called The Truth About the Harry Q. Bear Affair, and it's a very tortured reverend character who is he's a man in crisis, and it was great working with Jean-Jacques Hano, who's a very well-known French film director, and The Nick, with Steven Soderbergh. So I've been blessed to work on lots of projects with amazing roles and great creative people. So
excellent. It's always nice to work with people that you're compatible with, and it's easy to work with. Especially being on set.
Because it's so quick too. I mean, if you can establish some sort of relationship quickly, and if there's a shorthand, then it just makes the whole experience just easier and better. And there are 2 ways to get from A to B. There's the really fun way, or there's the arduous tooth-pulling way where it's sort of like going round the horn in a pirate ship, and on day one you don't want to be the asshole that they want to keel haul. Throw them overboard.
Awesome. And as a starving actor myself, I'm trying to get into the business. Have you had any struggles earlier on that you had to overcome, and what made you motivated to keep going?
I mean, if you're an actor and you're committed to do it, then no amount of anyone saying you're crazy to do it will put you off. I always say to people, don't do it unless you can't not do it. In other words, if it's something that you have to do, no one or nothing will put you off. It's just and just keep marching, and it's because if you don't have to do it, to willingly go into something where there's so much rejection and heartache, it's psychotic.
Yeah.
So.
And you've done so much. You're distinguished as a voiceover actor as well, and from Batman the animated series to even the Magic School Bus.
Yes.
What's the process in that overall? And do you enjoy? Obviously, you enjoy it.
Yeah. I mean, they're fun to do because you don't have to get all pretty, which is great. So that's always fun. And it's quick. You can jump in and do it, and usually the characters are interesting. So it's a blast to do.
That's excellent. Yeah. And tell us about there's a new Netflix series out that came out February 2nd. You play Carnage. Yeah. And Altered Carbon. Yeah. Tell us about that, and what it was like to work on a Netflix series.
Well, it's this big budget version of basically Blade Runner for the small screen, and it portrays a dystopian universe, much like Max Headroom, and it portrays this world where the uber rich can re-sleeve themselves and thereby achieve some form of immortality, and it's a wildly inventive and visually stunning series. We just did the 10 episodes in the first season. Very expensive, and you see every penny up on the screen. It looks amazing.
Yeah, I watched a little bit of it, and it's amazing with the sci-fi and how they do a lot of the effects. And, what was it like? Because I see you wear contacts. Mm-hmm. Is that hard for you, or is it? Yeah,
it was difficult, and I've had some nasty experiences with contacts over the years. Not least of which with Max Headroom, and they're usually big, oversized, and unless the prescription is exact, and it took us a while to get it right with altered carbon, but we got there in the end. But it was a bit of a process, and I'm always a little nervous about it because I've had some things go wrong with it. But it was good, and I had the stacked up hair, and I basically looked like a talking toilet brush.
And is there anybody that you wish you want to work with in the future? Director, actor?
Well, let's see. I guess my favorite actors are no longer working anymore. That would be Robert Shaw, Alan Bates, and Gene Hackman. So
nice. Excellent.
Sure, would have loved to work with them, but I think I've missed the boat with them.
Hey, you never know.
You never know. Yeah.
Well, it was nice talking to you.
Great talking to you.
We appreciate you on, and we appreciate your time here and your work, and
sure.
we hope to see more of your work in the future.
Thank you, Dallas. I look forward to seeing yours too. So keep hammering away at the acting too, man.
That's Matt Frewer, and this is Castwave Studios.